Bad calls on the bases have largely gone the way of the dinosaurs, being eliminated by the replay review system instituted league-wide way back in 2014. In my opinion, this has been one of the most positive developments in terms of changes since MLB started examining their rulebook, right up there with the pitch clock and the catcher collision rules. But because of the way the replay system is laid out, it is still possible to see one of these ostentatious misses once in a while, and we just witnessed the worst one in quite some time yesterday, in a game between the Rays and Orioles. In order to properly set up what went down, we have to go back to the very beginning of this contest, when Jackson Holliday led off the night with a walk. Just one pitch later, starter Ryan Pepiot would spin and pick over to first base, with Holliday managing to just get back in ahead of the tag. Or did he? The Rays weren't convinced and decided to go ahead and challenge this call. It was too close to overturn in New York's opinion, meaning that the play would stand and the Rays would, consequentially, lose their challenge. Following a strikeout for Adley Rutschman, Holliday would end up getting thrown out in the bases anyway, when Gunnar Henderson lined a ball hard to Brandon Lowe, who made a nice leaping catch before flipping behind the young second baseman to get him. The player who will end up being our titular character, Josh Lowe, would lead off the bottom of the first with a towering fly ball to right field that just carried over the fence. A Mickey Mouse home run, but one that still counted as his first career leadoff bomb. After Pepiot retired the side in order in the top of the second, the Rays would get a little something cooking in the bottom of the inning, with Jake Mangum beating out a weakly hit ground ball to second base, then Danny Jansen crushing a sinker into center field. Now with runners on first and third, Christopher Morel would surprise the Orioles by dropping down a bunt on a 2-1 count that got just past Zach Eflin, going into the books as an RBI single. But the Rays weren't satisfied here, specifically with trying to bunt for hits, as Lowe would come up and immediately attempt to do the same thing, dropping a near-perfect bunt down the third baseline that Ramon Arias came in on, firing to first late, yet still seeing umpire Bruce Dreckman call Lowe out. Josh then turned around after realizing what had happened and said to Dreckman, "You missed that one. You missed that one bad. You missed that one bad." Kevin Cash couldn't believe it either, and both would be vindicated after examining the replay. Look at how clear this call should have been. He was safe by maybe 4 or 5 feet of airtime on that throw. But because Tampa Bay lost their challenge just one inning before, they couldn't do anything about this abomination of a miss except complain, which they certainly did. To Dreckman's credit, he didn't eject either of them for their fiery outbursts, which I guess is something. Thankfully, this didn't end up having a consequential impact on the game as a whole, as Pepiot would go on to have an excellent start, striking out 11 guys through 8 innings of 1-run ball, while the Rays offense pushed across another 5 runs. Former Astros top prospect Forrest Whitley would then come on and retire the side 1-2-3 in the 9th, ending the game on a pop-up to the shortstop. Now, thank you so much for watching, and please remember that if you ever see anything you'd like to see detailed in the Made the Cut video, whether that be a specific play, player, or narrative surrounding a team or something, feel free to reach out to my email, basebpoet@gmail.com, and if I do end up using your idea, I'll of course give you a shout out. Thank you so much once again, and I'll see you in the next one.